Carly, Mike Donahue is retiring tomorrow, and over the last 2 weeks, he's been looking back at some of the stories from his long career, like Mount St. Helens, the Rajanishis, and D.B. Cooper.
And tonight we asked Mike to identify the stories that are most memorable to him in over 40 years of reporting. And Mike, I know that was not an easy task for you.
No, Jeff, I don't have time for them all, but these do stand out. The birth of my youngest daughter. We covered it as a news story back in 1984 because local hospitals were for the first time allowing fathers in the delivery room during cesarean sections. It was major surgery, but doctors decided baby needed a father's touch while mom was sleeping. I helped measure, weigh, and wash Noelle, holding her hand.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
I wasn't smiling the day and night I spent in jail reporting on my experience.
What are the charges? Theft 1, 3 times?
They put me in a holding cell with real prisoners. My trip through the system was humiliating.
What you need to do is you need to strip all the way down, completely naked.
At Inverness, the jail snitch recognized me, and I was let out of my misery.
We got 2 people down. We got a man with a rifle, 2 people shot.
A man with an assault rifle shot 2 men in the parking garage of this coin center in downtown Portland. A fired delivery truck driver wounded the 2 and shot up the coin tower lobby, taking hostages in a siege lasting almost 5 hours. As officers moved in, coin photographers captured the drama from inside. A SWAT team arrested 24-year-old James Rinker, who gave us a taste of terrorism.
Discovery, lift us on to the future.
In October 1998, I was on assignment at Cape Canaveral to see John Glenn's last flight. Suiting up, he did exercises, then walked to the launch pad to become the oldest man in space.
3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff.
John Glenn in orbit, shedding gravity for a second time and proving at age 77 he still had the right stuff.
Houston Discovery, roll program.
Roger, roll, Discovery.
It is my duty to resign.
August 1985, I was in the nation's capital when Bob Packwood resigned. With evidence of sexual harassment, the Senate Ethics Committee had recommended expulsion. Every reporter in D.C. was after him, but I got an exclusive interview.
It feels like a great weight off my shoulders.
In 1991, Portlander Tanya Harding's strong jumps and spins made her an Olympic contender. But Tanya saw Nancy Kerrigan standing in her way. Shane Stant hit Kerrigan with the black stick, and Derek Smith drove the getaway car. Harding's husband, Dale Gallooly, and her bodyguard, Shane Eckhart, were also involved in the conspiracy. Harding was convicted of knowing about it. For we journalists, it was not our best moment.
No questions.
This was my view of Millennium New Year's 2000 from a fire escape above Pioneer Square. We just stepped in off the square momentarily to show you one of the many parties taking place in office buildings around Pioneer Square tonight. Kelly was covering one of the hotel parties.
And having a ball.
This couple got started well before midnight. I had the best view.
Television is great, but you really had to be here. Just the energy and excitement of this crowd.
Another memorable moment involved Thong Law, the Oregon Zoo's stud elephant, a moneymaker for the zoo. Big Daddy sired 15 baby elephants here and many more elsewhere. He had a toe infection and he wasn't able to perform. So I was interviewing his trainer, Roger Hennius, when Thong Law came up behind us and sprayed us with a trunk full of water. The next day, my story appeared on CBS stations nationwide, and by week's end, it had aired around the world in countries that had elephants.
Man.
You never know.
You never know what's going to happen. Mike, I have to tell everyone you were just cleaning out your desk in the newsroom, and I think for all of us standing around watching, it was pretty emotional.
Yeah. Well, me too. It'll sink in a few weeks or months from now, I think.
But always with the sense here, Mike said if I do a good job cleaning it, I'll get my deposit back.
Yeah, I think
with interest, maybe, huh?
Yeah, a lot of interest over 44 years. You know, there's going to be a lot of laughs and tears tomorrow when Mike Donahue signs off for the final time here on Coin Local 6. So make sure you join us at 6 p.m. tomorrow for Mike Donahue's last broadcast here, and it's going to be a very special show. It'll be a newscast you'll remember forever.